Hi everybody, it's Marin with Strong Tech, and this is the Strong Tech Balance Pad and the Strong Tech Balance Pods. These items are sold separately, but they can be used in great combination for balancing exercises. They're going to really help challenge and support you to create more versatility in targeting those stability muscles while you target your major muscles. So this is going to help give you an overall thorough exercise while also increasing your strength and support within your body. The balance pad is a great flat disc that provides nice support and quality while challenging your balance. The more it's blown up, the more unstable it feels, and the less it's blown up, you still have that instability, but it is a lot easier to stand or sit on. This is also a great thing to use for seated exercises to challenge your stability and to give you a little cushion, as well as just cushion in a seated chair like in your office for support. The balance pods come with 4 pods that allow you a dynamic range of movement versus the pad is a lot easier to use or a lot more versatile in static movements. The pods allow you to take steps and move forward, as I'm going to show you here in the next few minutes. It also has these nice spiky surfaces for sensory and traction. So let's go ahead and begin showing you how you can use some of these things to incorporate in your exercise routine. I'm going to start with the balance pad. So I have mine blown up pretty firm, which means it's going to be more unstable, or it's going to add more challenge. You can play with how firm you want the disc to be. And I'm just going to set it down on the ground while I sit on it. So the first thing you can just challenge yourself to do is to lean back slightly, bring your hands to the floor, see if you can lift your feet or your heels off the ground. And you can see I'm already finding challenge. And then when you feel more stable, you can lift your hands up and just pull that belly button in for support. It's a lot of fun and it's a good challenge. This is something you can do while listening to an audiobook or watching a movie. You can also place your hands on the ground for that support, lift those heels, and begin to do some knee raises. You can also change knees, little bicycles. And that's a great way to start with some seated exercises. For some static standing exercises, we can place a pad in front of us, bring one foot to the front. You can see that just here, bringing your hands out, you can start to see how it's working the stability in the front leg. Now, keep the hands out or come near a wall or something that you can hold on to for some support, because we're going to start to bend both knees into a lunge. Woo! And exhale. So this changes the whole dynamic. I even have a hard time looking at you right now because I want to look straight to maintain my balance. And remember, I have this blown up pretty firmly, so that's going to add more challenge. You can also swap this up and place the pad on the back leg, right? So now we've got challenge and the stability back there while the front is stationary. For a little bit more dynamic movement, you can use this as something to step on and then come together, woo, and then step off and then come together. So move very slow because you want to get your bearings. And if you're using more of these dynamic movements with this pad, you want to move slow and make sure you're nice and stabilized, because the whole point is to challenge your balance. Remember, this is also a great cushion to use in your chair or office chair. Now, individually for these pods, there's 4, so we have a lot of use for them. But let's go ahead and start with 2 real quick. So just standing on them is a big challenge, but we can add squats. Woo! Good, hands out. This is so great. You can see it really changes the dynamic. You can also use these because you have 4 for your hands and feet. You just got to make sure you got a lot of space there. Balance in the plank. If you're feeling a little adventurous, maybe lift one leg. Woo! Maybe lift a hand. So you can play around with this to just see how it feels. And then of course, you can use this in combination. There are so many ways you can do this, so much versatility. But you can use this in combination with each other. So if you're just focused on standing, this is already a challenge. Maybe we step with the right foot and then move our way to the front and stand. Now we step back with the right foot again. Pod back. Whoo. Now again, if you want a little extra support, make sure you set this up next to a wall or place some sturdy chairs here so that you have something to hold on to. Now we're gonna step with the left foot. This is super challenging. Back with the left foot. Woo! So another thing that's awesome about these pods, and it's the last thing that I'm gonna share with you today, is if you kick your shoes off, you can place your feet on, and it gives you this nice reflexology. That's what the texture really allows you for. And you can even kick your shoes off. Sometimes I find it easier. It really strengthens the feet muscles when you're barefoot on these things. So give it a try, multiple different ways. Check it out, have fun with it. This is incorporating so much fun and dynamics to your exercise. I hope you enjoyed as much as I do. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.